Why, hello.
Hello.
Today's video for Baby Trolls 2, just for Roisin, is about something that Aunt Jennifer and Uncle Scott saw when we went to visit Joshua this last weekend.
Yes, we went to Texas and we saw a rare sighting of the state animal in Texas.
And he kind of looked like this.
Yeah, this is called a nine-banded armadillo. Why can't I say it? Armadillo.
Armadillo.
Dillo.
Some people call it a dillio.
Yes.
And he looked kind of like this. And Joshua came and picked us up from the airport, and he drove us over to his school, and he said, keep your eyes out, look on the side of the road, and you might see one. And Jennifer looked out inside of the window.
And one was walking across, and then he scurried about.
And he looked at her, and he goes, whoa!
Oh!
And he scurried away.
Scurried about.
And we got to see him, and he looked just like this. It was so cool. Have you ever seen an armadillo? No? Well, why don't you watch this quick little video, and it'll show you what it looks like. And then we'll come back.
And we'll list some interesting facts about them.
Okay, you enjoy the video, and we'll be right back.
The nine-banded armadillo, or Dasypus novemcinctus, is a mammal in the order Xenarthra and is related to the anteaters and sloths. It can be found in parts of North America, South America, and throughout Central America. It lives in a variety of habitats, including rainforests, open prairies, and scrubland. The armadillo is an insectivore, feeding mostly on invertebrates, although it occasionally eats berries and bird eggs. Armadillos are like little bulldozers. Using their tough snouts and powerful claws, they dig around for food and create underground burrows up to 25 feet long. They're mostly nocturnal and have poor hearing and vision. With the exception of their soft underbellies, however, they're equipped with some serious armor.
Okay, so we got some really interesting facts. This is an armadillo, and it is kind of brown and gray on the top, and it has like a shell, and it has like 9 bands, and underneath it has some hair, and the hair is like yellowish white in color. And it's
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding. And it's a mammal. That means it has babies. And what's interesting?
Babies, like baby Roisin?
Yes.
Oh, but
She's
Roisin's not a
anymore.
baby.
But armadillos are so interesting because they have one egg that splits 4 times every time, and they have 4 identical dillios.
So that would be like having 4 little Roisins?
Identical.
All the same?
They always have the same.
Oh, that would be so cool.
So why don't you tell me something interesting?
Well, first off, I can't really see, but they have really poor eyesight.
Yeah,
That's what they say.
Yeah.
So they can't see very well. So when they kind of running around, they just come walking and they bonk, and they can't see and they bonk into you. They can also jump up to 3 to 4 feet in the air.
Ooh.
That's like right out of the roof and right back down.
Yeah, and they do that when they're scared. They jump up.
So if you kind of sneak up on them and you go, boom, they go, wow!
Woo! Another thing that they do is they root about. So they sniff and they dig, and then they eat insects.
Insects?
Yes.
Like bugs?
Bugs and ants.
Yuck.
And sometimes they'll eat berries, and sometimes they'll eat eggs of somebody's nest. But typically they're kind of looking for insects and eating their insects. And we like that because we want them to eat all
Who
those
likes
red.
bugs?
Well, we don't like them. We want them to eat them.
All right. And where do these animals live?
Well, we saw it by the bayou. But they usually are in like wooded areas and like trees and little water streams.
And that is so
They
cool.
like loose dirt because they want to just dig, they dig up the dirt.
What is a bayou, Aunt Jennifer?
Well, I think it's like a body of water that gets filled up by the ocean when the tide comes in. Kind of like that, like
Kind of like a swamp?
kind of like a swamp. Yeah.
Wow. Joshua lives in a swamp?
He lives by one.
Oh, by a swamp.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the other thing is
And so an armadillo is a state animal? What state animal is it?
Texan.
It's in Texas?
Yeah, where Graham, Roisin's friend, lives.
Graham?
He must have seen one of these.
Do you think Graham's seen an armadillo?
He must have, because he lives there.
Oh my goodness. Now Roisin has seen an armadillo too.
And we're going to have to send this to her. So we need to give it a name.
What should we name the armadillo?
I like Arnie.
I like Amy. Amy the armadillo? No. Dylan the Dillio? No.
Dillo.
Dillo? Roisin, what's a good name, do you think? Well, we'll have
We'll
to
leave
let
that
you.
up to you.
You'll have to figure it out. But when it comes in the mail, you have to give it a name, and then you have to call us and let us know what you called it, so we know what this little animal's name is going to be.
I also want to read this thing what they eat. They dig in the soil with their snouts. Since the soil.
What's a snout?
This is their snout right here.
Is that? Do I have a snout?
We have a nose.
Nose, but theirs is called a snout.
Yes, because it's kind of long.
Did I
And-
ever tell you how I learned what a nose is? Because this is called a head thinker, an eye winker, a nose smeller, a mouth eater, a chin chomper, and a gully upper.
Oh, I remember you telling our kids
That's
that.
how I learned.
But it says right here that their tongue is sticky so that they can get the insects. So they
Sticky?
dig, and then they get the insects with their sticky tongue.
Oh my goodness. So he puts his snout in a hole and he eats all the
The
ants?
Probably
Oh my
those
God.
fire ants that we
Oh yeah,
like.
there were a lot of fire ants in Texas.
Yeah.
They weren't very nice.
So I hope you enjoyed this video, this educational video. And we'll see you soon. Thanks, Roisin.
And don't
Bye.
forget to tell us what the name is.
Right.
Bye, my love.